Bear Talk is produced by the Golden Bear Gazette, Mount Juliet High School student newspaper. Hey guys, welcome back to BearBeats. It's been a minute, but I'm excited, so let's get back into it. Today I'm going to be talking about the artist Jordan Cash Miller. Miller is an indie pop artist from East Nashville. His music is a little more on the slow beat side, kind of think like Mac DeMarco voice mixed with like lo-fi beats. He's only recently started releasing music, with his first single released in 2022. Since then, he's put out 2 different albums, an EP, and a single that's featured on his second album. I listened to his discography, and personally, I really enjoy his music. It's really easy to listen to, and the range of sounds he uses throughout his songs is really interesting. His music is overall just very comforting and relaxing to listen to. For the rest of my time, I wanted to focus on his latest album release, titled All Night. After how I described his discography, All Night doesn't start quite how you'd expect. It's not insanely out of character, but the first song, Take a Number, begins with a heavily distorted voice that kind of catches you off guard for a second. The tone of his first 2 minutes is darker than his typical sound. The beat is characteristically slow, accompanied by a distorted guitar strums and a few angry outbursts. However, once the 2-minute mark is reached, his voice and sound fade back to normal, only keeping the distorted guitars in the background from the beginning. Next, I want to talk about one of my favorite songs from the album, Shireen. This song has kind of a spacey sound in the beginning. That's not really a great way to describe it, but honestly, I really don't know how. It kind of sounds like a little futuristic and kind of reminds me of space. Anyways, the entire song flows together greatly. Its tone is definitely more positive. While the beat is still slow, the sounds used throughout the entire song help give it a comforting, positive feel. Also, in the song, Miller references the title of the album, saying, "You try and try and try, then you cry all night." To be fair, I never said the lyrics were positive. But anyways, I really like when artists reference the album titles in their music when it's not explicitly stated in a song title. It kind of helps tie the whole thing together for me and makes the album feel a little more intentional. Moving on to the ending track, Big City, we begin with the line, "I guess this is how it ends." Fun little reference to the end of the album. This song has a sadder tone than the previous 2 I mentioned. That's something I think Miller does best, conveying his tone. He also picks the right sounds to go with the emotion. He always picks the right sounds to go with the emotion in his voice, making you hear what he wants you to hear. He always picks the right sounds to go with the emotion in his voice, making you hear what he wants you to hear, even if the lyrics contradict, like in Shireen. This song, I think, definitely ties back to the mention of lo-fi likeness. It's a bit more repetitive, mainly consisting of the same slow beat and the repetition of the phrase, "Are you happy now? Are you so proud?" Overall, I think Miller is a fantastic artist. He's super talented at conveying his emotions and makes just generally good music. If you want to give him a listen, I'll have this album in our Spotify playlist that you can find using the link in our Instagram bio at MJ_BearTalk. Thanks for listening. Now here's Mallory with FlikFix.
Welcome back to my segment, FlikFix, where I talk about movies and film. And this week is a little different because instead of doing just one movie review, I wanted to talk about movies that are out right now that I'm really excited to see. It's a really good time for cinema right now. So much cool stuff is coming out. So yeah, I just want to talk about that and other movies that I've been watching that I really love. So tomorrow I'm seeing Priscilla, finally. I'm a little late, but I'm very excited to see Priscilla. I love Sofia Coppola. Everything she does is great, and I think it's a really interesting way to tell the story from what I've seen in the reviews. So I'm very excited to see that. And I'm excited to see The Holdovers. That is a really good holiday movie, I've heard. It's got an amazing cast, so I'm looking forward to that. And Thanksgiving is out, which I'm not really expecting to be good, but I'm actually a really big Addison Rae fan, so I'm really excited for that one. Dream Scenario is a Nicolas Cage movie. The concept is really cool. It's like Nicolas Cage is this character who starts showing up in everybody's dreams, like worldwide, and everybody starts recognizing him. And it sounds so silly, and I can't wait to see it. And I'm not really the biggest Nicolas Cage fan, but I've grown to love him in the past year, just watching a lot of his movies, because he does about 5 movies a year. His workload is crazy, but he does a lot. Anatomy is coming out. That's really cool. Hunger Games, of course. We all love Hunger Games. I love the franchise, so I'm very excited for the prequel. I'm going to rewatch all of the movies before and hopefully see that this weekend. So Rachel Zegler, I've heard, is really good in it, so I'm very excited for that. Saltburn is out, which is a movie I've been hyped to see for a long time. Jacob Elordi is in it, and then right off of that, I mean, he's coming into Saltburn right off of Priscilla, which is really cool. Just 2 movies out at the same time. I think that's pretty impressive. Bike Riders is a movie I was really excited to see, but it's actually postponed. It was supposed to come out December 1st, but that kind of got shut down, and now we don't even know when it's coming out, so that's very disappointing. But Poor Things is probably the last movie I'm really excited for that has Emma Stone in it and Mark Ruffalo. It's got a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't really like to use as a scale for movies because the critics can be a little iffy, but that's really impressive. So I'm excited to see that December 8th. So yeah, now I'm going to get into movies that I've been watching recently that I really love. I rewatched Midsommar the other day, which is like a really scary, dark movie, but I love it. And then I kind of went on a Florence Pugh marathon and watched Little Women. I was sick, so I was like on my couch watching Florence Pugh, and I feel it was very healing for me. I feel like I really got a lot from that. And then I watched Whiplash, which is kind of like the Black Swan of movies about music. If you've seen Black Swan, I thought it was like anxiety didn't exist until I watched this movie. It was very good. It's very good at invoking that feeling. The director is amazing. And then I watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is really good. So those are movies I've been watching recently, movies I'm excited to see. Awesome time for cinema. Yeah, that's all I have for this week. Till next time.
Before you catch us on our next episode, give us a follow at MJ_BearTalk. HOSA is sponsoring an angel tree through the Salvation Army. Clubs or staff may select an angel from the tree in the Bear Den. Items should be returned by December 11th, unwrapped with original tag. For more details or questions, see Dr. Kryl and C138. HOSA is selling socks with We Help Too. To purchase, go to C136. They are available until December 4th. Tickets are on sale for the Winter Formal on GoFan.com. The dance is Saturday, December 9th, and the theme is Enchanted Masquerade Ball. Tickets are $25 now and $35 purchased at the door. The MJHS cheer team hosts a spirit night at Chad's Winter Wonderland, Wednesday, December 6th from 5 to 10 p.m. New NHS members will be inducted on Thursday, November 30th at 6 p.m. Young Democrats will meet Thursday, November 30th at 7:45 a.m. Wrestling will be hosting the Bear Brawl on Saturday, December 2nd, and the MJ hockey team plays Father Ryan on Monday, December 4th at 6:45 in Fordyce Center, Bellevue. That's all we have for you today. Stay classy, MJ, and have a very great day.